everybody, and welcome to Studio 64. My name's David, and I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space, and tech news to share with you. And I found this at rt.com. Yes, deepfake democracy, how AI is disrupting the biggest election on Earth. This should be entertaining. Manipulated videos of political endorsements are too sophisticated to discern or track. Experts say the intent might be reverse psychology to undermine the party the video endorses once voters discover it is fake. Yes, not surprising, but very, very interesting. Yes, the ongoing Indian parliamentary elections, like those in the US, Pakistan, and Indonesia, are witnessing the creative use of artificial intelligence. Some AI-generated content, such as phone calls to voters apparently from candidates, but actually by AI-generated voices, is harmless. Others, like deepfake videos of film stars ostensibly endorsing one party over another, or of the country's home minister advocating for abolishing affirmative action, are more sinister. And India's Keystone cops are one step behind cyberspace's bad actors, unable to discern deepfakes from real videos, and unable to trace their origins, left with the sole recourse of blocking them, by which time it's too late. Yeah, it's like everything else. It's not the technology that's inherently evil, it's what we actually do with it. Very, very interesting, isn't it? The term deepfake derives from deep learning and fake, and signifies the digital manipulation of media to substitute one person's image with another. And nearly 2 weeks ago, videos surfaced of Bollywood stars Adamir Khan and Ranveer Singh criticising Prime Minister Narendra Modi and asking people to vote for the opposition Congress party. The actors wasted no time in complaining to the Mumbai Police Cyber Crime Wing, but by then the videos had been viewed more than 500,000 times. Yes, and I can see the Americans are going to have similar issues in November with their elections. It's a real concern. And as I say, the technology itself isn't a bad thing. It's the way people use them, and I just think it's not right at all. 500,000 may not seem like much given the Google-owned YouTube has 460 million users in India and the electorate is 968 million. There are 900 million internet users according to a survey by the Asia Centre and IIM-A. On average, each spends 194 minutes a day surfing social media. However, as cyber psychologist and TEDx speaker Nirali Bhatia told RT, thanks to social media, everyone will form their own opinions and judgments on the matter, which can be far more damaging. Yes, particularly if those images and videos and voiceovers and everything are, in fact, not real. Power reverse psychology. Yes, the psephologist Dayanand Nina explains. Sorry if I mispronounced your name there. Explains that deepfake videos can influence public opinion, discredit people and politicians. Deepfakes exploit several psychological vulnerabilities, he told RT. Humans have a natural tendency to trust what they see and hear, and deepfakes leverage this by creating realistic content. Moreover, cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, where we're more likely to believe information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, make us susceptible to deepfakes that align with their own viewpoints, Neen said. So in the case of, America, you're going to have deepfakes videos of Donald Trump coming out confirming what people believe that could be completely false. And the same with Joe Biden. They're going to come out with things that, Joe Biden never did or said, the same as the robocalls that were purportedly from Joe Biden, that turns out they weren't real. Now, that's really interesting. For example, the Delhi police said on Sunday had to register a case after a doctored video was found in which Home Minister Amit Shah was advocating for the abolition of education and job quotas for India's underprivileged, Dalits and backward castes. It was a deepfake manipulated from a speech he gave in the southern Indian state of Telangana, and it went viral. The high number of views was due to curiosity, Bhatia felt, since celebrities are still far more popular than influencers. Moreover, the deepfakes will work as reverse psychology, negatively impacting the party being endorsed once it becomes clear they are deepfakes. And of course, then you're getting to the point where people just, have had enough. You know, they just don't know what to believe or disbelieve too. But you'll certainly get a small percentage of the population that will continue to believe that they are in fact real. In my opinion, that was the agenda of these videos. Bhatia, who studies the impact of technology on human behaviour, said, the intelligent voters may understand the true agenda, but a majority act on sentiment rather than rational decision. Yes, it's the good old fee-fees again, isn't it? You know, how does it make you feel? Now, whether this happens to be real or not real with cognitive dissonance setting in, you know, you could have 100 million times proof that a particular politician did do something or didn't do something, right? But people will simply believe what they want to believe, no matter how much evidence comes out to the contrary. Deepfakes transfer attention from content to intent in creating these fakes, and that's what will be the influencing factor. Bhatia, the co-founder of Cyberbullying Awareness, Action and Prevention, said. Now, the investigation has proven to be challenging. Police are speaking on condition of anonymity. State is difficult to differentiate fakes from reality. Deepfakes are low cost, easy to make, and are difficult to track, giving bad actors a free run. Now, according to government officials assisting the high-profile investigation, the creators of the deepfake videos are believed to have used the diffusion model, an AI tool that allows bad actors to exploit videos available on social media sites. The tool enables them to create just about anything, an official told RT. Yep, seen it. You know, there are videos out there at the moment. I love the one with Morgan Freeman. And it looks like Morgan Freeman says, this is not Morgan Freeman. It looks exactly like and sounds like Morgan Freeman. Fascinating. Training AI. The diffusion model generates unique images by learning how to denoise and reconstruct the content. So how does it work? Computer scientist Srijan Kumar, awarded for work on social media safety and integrity, explains that depending on the prompt, diffusion model can create wildly imaginative pictures and shots based on the statistical properties of its training data, all in a matter of seconds. Yeah, it's interesting, as I say. You know, people will believe it because, you know, they think it's real, and no matter how much you can actually prove it's fake, doesn't matter. People are still going to believe it. Or they get the more cynical people like me who end up not believing in anything. Yeah. In the past, individual faces had to be superimposed, which was a time-consuming process, Kumar said. Now, with the diffusion model, multiple images can be generated with a single command. It does not require much technical knowledge. Now, in the Amir Khan and Ranveer Singh videos, the two actors purportedly say Modi failed to keep campaign promises and failed to address critical economic issues during his 2 terms. Now, the moment Singh's video surfaced on April 17, Congress spokesperson Sujata Paul shared it with her 16,000 followers on X. Therefore, after her post was shared 2,900 times and liked 8,700 times, the video received 438,000 views. Very interesting. You know, as I say, complete fake, but it gets shared around as though it's actually genuine. And because it comes from a member of Congress or a Congress spokesperson, it lends more credibility to it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's like back in the day when I was growing up, policemen, doctors, you know, the clergy were all considered one level above human and beyond reproach. I'm not saying that all police, clergy, and doctors are bad people. That's not what I'm saying. But they may misinterpret something, and like this person has up here and shared a video and got 438,000 views on it, not realizing it's fake. And yet there are others who are, you know, shall we say, less than credible, that will do it knowing full well it's fake. You know, it's really interesting. This is not the first time Bollywood has been hit by deepfakes. Earlier, actors Rashmika Mandana and Kajol figured in deepfakes circulating online. In Mandana's video, her face was superimposed on that of British Indian social media personality Zara Patel, who was entering an elevator in a revealing onesie. Now, these AI-generated visuals have the ability to undermine any tracking systems on the internet. This is precisely why it's nearly impossible to determine whether an image is real or fake, Kumar, the co-founder and CEO of Lighthouse AI, said. Now, using AI generative models, the cost of producing high-quality content, both good and bad, has come down drastically. AI tools enable manipulation on an unimaginable scale, said the cyberspace expert. It was created data science methods to tackle fake reviewers on e-commerce platforms. It plays a key role in creating realistic looking but entirely fabricated and misinformative content. Another model, or rather an extension of the existing AI tool, is Stable Diffusion, a deep learning text to image model used to create deepfakes. Again, it's similar things to bots. There was a campaign created in early 2022 on pre-Elon Twitter, pre-Elon Musk buying Twitter. And it was hashtag I stand with Ukraine and hashtag down with Russia. The University of Adelaide in Australia did a computer science paper on it. On the 5 million quotes, tweets, and retweets of hashtag I stand with Ukraine or hashtag down with Russia with little Ukrainians, Slava Ukrainians flag in the bio, 60 to 80% were fake. They weren't real, right? So these messages all went out, these tweets went out, and it was one person manipulating 1,000 different accounts or 3,000 or 5,000 different accounts that people believed it was people actually doing it. So it was a brilliant propaganda. Now, I'm not saying, who's right, who's wrong in that particular conflict with Russia and Ukraine. What I'm saying is it was a massive propaganda coup to push out this message that whether it was right, whether it was wrong, 60 to 80% weren't real people. That's the point that I'm making. The message was manipulated. So you can have either a good message going out or a bad message going out. Again, it's not the technology, it's what we do with it. Quite interesting. It is completely open source and the most adaptable picture generator, says a government official involved in the investigation, but who demanded anonymity due to his organisation's secrecy. It is believed that Stable Diffusion is being heavily relied upon in the West to create deepfakes. Precisely. Not just deepfakes, as I say, deepfakes in video, but deepfakes in, AI, social media posts and everything else. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I believe that Dr. Joseph Goebbels would have used a combination. If you don't know who he is, he was the Nazi propaganda minister under Hitler. He was able, basically by using the social media of the day, which was radio newsreels, which are news films just before movies in the old picture cinemas, and newspapers, to put out bad things about the Jews, right? So we all know how that ended up. I believe that if he was alive today, he would be using social media and artificial intelligence to manipulate the minds of millions of people to believe certain things that aren't true. Yes, I believe he's probably having a wet dream at the moment, thinking about artificial intelligence and how he could bloody manipulate people down while he's down in hell. So far, investigators are unclear whether the deepfake videos of Bollywood actors were generated abroad or made in India. While police blocked the videos, India's Ministry of Electronics and IT has urged social media platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, and you have to say it like that, the deep voice, everybody gets, everyone gets used to it now. It's called X, formerly Twitter, and Meta to regulate the proliferation of AI-generated deepfakes. Yes, racing with technology. Are there detection and mitigation solutions for deepfake videos? Well, at the point the technology is so far ahead of lawmakers, it isn't funny. And it's going to take a while for everyone to catch up. Quite a few, but they are preliminary and do not account for the many types of generated images and videos, Kumar said. Now, the most popular among the increasing deepfake detection mitigation tools includes Intel's real-time deepfake detector, Fake Catcher. It focuses on speed and efficiency. Utilizing Intel hardware and software, Fake Catcher analyzes subtle and psychological details like blood flow variations in pixels. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yes, another is Microsoft's Video Authenticator tool, which analyzes videos and images and provides for each a confidence score that indicates the likelihood of manipulation. It claims to identify inconsistencies in blending boundaries and subtle grayscale elements that are invisible to the human eye. One of the major challenges in the investigators face, my brain's running on half of Biden today. challenges the investigators face as new detectors are developed, the generative technology evolves to incorporate methods to evade detection from those detectors. It's getting harder and harder to identify deepfakes with the advancement of technology, the ease of access, and a lower cost, Kumar says. Unfortunately, there is no immediate resolution in sight. He says that like antivirus and anti-malware software, end users will have to use equivalents on their devices to protect against deepfakes, and it's by Vikram Sharma. Yeah, very, very interesting. As I say, it reminds me of very much of the early days of the interzones, when you could do things and things were totally private. You know, there was no possible way of being able to tell whether somebody was being evil or not. And now, of course, we can detect IP addresses and everything else. But prior to that, you couldn't tell where somebody was located or what they were doing. Yeah. And now, of course, we're in that similar situation with artificial intelligence videos and postings to social media, you know, to the point where it's going to take a while for law enforcement to catch up. Yeah. And again, it's not the technology that's inherently evil. It's the way that human beings do it, and human nature will always get in the way, unfortunately, and use something good for nefarious purposes. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video, because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
my nipples are very sensitive.